We're live.
You did. You're live 4 minutes early, Scott.
Is it 4 minutes? Oh,
4 minutes early.
I'll start early. I don't care.
Yeah, wow. You're changing, Scott. In your old age, you're changing.
No, I'm getting old and I'm getting feisty.
Now, Scott, let's be honest.
Get off my yard.
We got it. Chad, did you have something to say?
Get off my yard.
There we go.
I'm just going to mute myself, and it's going to be Chad's show tonight. Chad, you lead the show.
I don't think so.
I'm just going to.
So you do know that I can unmute you, right?
Chad, let you know, I've got a mute button, like a dump button on my actual microphone.
I have a dump button too. I can mute everybody.
No, I know you can.
All right, guys. All right, hey guys. Everybody who's watching right now, we've got Troop is from West Virginia tonight on the show talking about GIGAstock. Talking about the GIGAstock. It's going to be a good show. Hopefully, we'll learn something new.
So Skippy's asking as well, Scott, how is Bamarama going? Bamarama is going brilliantly, absolutely brilliant. I've been here for every single pre-event they've had so far. Even last night, it torrential rain last night, and people were out in the park with their brollies up. And
I'm sorry, with their what's up?
Hey, hang on. Translation,
yeah, what their what's up?
The umbrella. They got the umbrella up.
I know what it is. What did you call it?
A brolly.
A brolly?
Brolly.
A brolly?
A brolly. B-R-O-L-L-Y. Brolly.
Why do you call it a brolly?
It's just a brolly. That's what it is. It's a brolly.
No, it's not. It's an umbrella.
That would be a brelly, wouldn't it?
That's what I said. That's why I was trying to figure out what he was trying to say.
I think a brolly is one of the actual main what do you call it? The makers, like the brand.
It's a brand. It's a brand.
Yeah, it's a brand, I think so.
Kind of like Kleenex, like a Kleenex or a Band-Aid.
Yeah, exactly. Or we call them eskies. You call them the coolers, where they're the full bin, and you wheel them out and about. Like what do you call them?
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, you put your beer in a box that cools everything down.
A cooler.
Or a cooler.
Cooler. You call it a cooler, right?
Right.
We call it an esky.
Like an Eskimo? Like
Eskimo, because Esky is the actual brand name
of the
brand. You see, so yeah, we call it Esky. But meanwhile, Tivia has been down here. Well, a good friend of the show, a good friend of mine, personal friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Tivia's been down here as well. She's been to almost every event also too.
Is she the one who's giving me crap?
Yeah, she does.
Does she?
Yeah.
I'll have a little word with her when I get out there.
No. You just have to give her some stickers and stuff because she's got a van. Remember, she's got the good van too.
She does have a great van.
She's got a great van.
I know. It's a badass van. Yeah. I've seen it. I've been inside it. Hey now.
How dare you?
That's the wrong one. There we go.
That's the one.
All right, guys. I'm gonna go live on this enough. All right. Troop, I'm gonna throw you on mute. All right, buddy.
Sounds good.
When next time I say your name, you will be live. Okay. Here we go. Chad, you ready?
I'm ready.
Chad, you gonna talk tonight?
No.
Because I'm getting grief for you not talking. Are you gonna talk tonight?
I'll try to talk a little.
You got a man up here. You got to talk.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
You want to know how to find it. Seek it out when they hide it. You know it's in the bag when it's an easy grab. But come on, take a chance now. So go, geocache. And if you need help, we're right there in a flash. If you got a question, just call in and ask. Uncover the stash on the Geocaching Podcast. The Geocaching Podcast.
Welcome, everyone. It's Wednesday. It's 8:30, which means it's once again time for the Geocaching Podcast. My name is Scott Burks, and please welcome first our co-host from Down Under, See My Shell.
You have, Scott, and thank you very much. Good evening to you, sir.
I have what? I've seen your shell?
Correct.
Oh, nice. Well, that's and also, as always, to my virtual left, my other co-host, Chaz 427.
Howdy, y'all. Let's talk Geowoodstock, or is that GIGAstock number 2?
It's GIGAstock. GigaStock. They should have just changed the name to
Gigawoodstock number 2.
GigaStock. They got to change that name.
They can't, Scott. There's rules and regulations. I told you before.
What? You know what I think?
I know, Scott, you don't like them. You don't like the rules and regulations, but there are rules and regulations to hosting.
Tonight's episode 851, recorded live on February 12th, 2025. Wait, is that Chad talking? Hold on, Chad. Do you have something to say, Chad?
I said he's shut down.
There you go. Thank you. February 12th, 2025 is GigaStock 21 discussion. Phone lines are open. Give us a call, 808-468-7924. That is 808-GOT-SWAG. And for your international callers, you can call us free via the web at callinstudio.com/show/GCPC. But first, Chadley, before we get to the show, we need to talk about Patreon.
You gotta pay those bills.
That's right, Chad. Guys, there's two ways you can help us out. You make a one-time payment. You go to paypal.me. That's paypal.me/the geocaching podcast. You make a one-time donation. I don't care what it is. Doesn't matter. It goes straight to the bills. We don't even see it. Or, Chad, join Patreon.
Did you get anything with that?
You do, Chad. You get extra audio, extra video, only available to our Patreon members. You get stickers and pins and path tags. Stickers, pins, path tags. I can never get this. Stickers, pins, path tags, coins. You get the end of the year, Chad, patron only show. I love that. We just give.
Did you get everything shipped out internationally?
Guess what? Today, the last 3 went out. Done.
Awesome.
Done. It was, it was a snowstorm in Chicago today, right? Because you got to understand, guys, when I take this stuff to the post office gets pissed because it's all like out of the country stuff and it's all a nightmare. And so I kind of do it in waves. And like I had 3 more to go, and I'm like, you know what? Now's a good day to go because it's snowing like crazy out there. And sure enough, post office 12 o'clock dead. When it's snowing out. So
they're in there bored to death. I was like, thank God.
At least this guy came, gave me something to do. Yeah. So the last 3. So guys, if you are out there from, I don't know, I think I did Canada and I think I did maybe in New Zealand or something. If you haven't gotten yours yet, rest assured it's on its way as we speak. Don't worry. Sorry, it's February, but you know what? It's free. So anyway, sorry, Chad. Patreon, guys, costs a lot of money to make the show work. There's 2 ways you can help us out. We all know that. Guys, Patreon. Chad, Scurvy Dogs, Meadville, Pennsylvania, Platinum member, my favorite.
Thank you.
My favorite type of patron is the Platinum member. Knuckled up to the bar and said, yes, I want to help you. And he did, and we appreciate him. He gets to see all the extra audio and all the extra video only available to patron members. On the other side, on the paywall side, on the better side, the paywall, the better side, the knuckle up to the bar side. We all love that side. Guys, you want to become a part of that crew, you can. You go to patreon.com. That's patreon.com/the geocaching podcast.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Cachly. Cachly is an advanced geocaching app for iOS. It features powerful online and offline features, including filtered searches, offline maps, and offline saving of caches. Cachly has hundreds of advanced features that will make your geocaching experience just that much better. Get more info at cachly.com. That's CACHLY.com.
And it's also sponsored by Logwork. Logwork are the creators of the fantastic logbook, made with genuine Write-in-the-Rain paper. The logbook designed for the micro containers of the present and future, geared towards the hider-hood, rather go cache than new cache maintenance. Find them at logwork.com. That's LOGWERK.com.
Chad, I'm so glad you're back this week compared to last week. If you haven't listened to the last week's episode, go back, listen to last week's episode, and you'll see me doing a very bad, terrible Chad.
Yes, terrible.
So, it wasn't terrible. Your Asian Chad was bad, but
that was yours, not mine.
That was mine. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that was yours.
Anyway, you were both doing a bad job imitating me. Okay.
Only one. There's only one Chad.
Exactly. And Chad, let's be honest, you've got more hair than both of us combined, so you're welcome. All right. It's also brought to you by FTF Geocacher Magazine.
FTF. Sorry,
FTF.
Go ahead.
See, this is interrupted. FTF Geocacher is the magazine for geocachers written by geocachers. With 6 issues a year, FTF offers practical advice, hints and tips, cacher bios and milestones, geocaching events, trail, tales, and all things geo-related. Find them today at ftfgeocacher.com. That's ftfgeocacher, one word.com.
And by Hand by the Max Suds Body Company. I needed to check to make sure I wasn't still on mute. Max Suds Body Company makes handmade bath and body products from all natural oils and butters. Items such as Poison Bee Gone Soap, It Spray, and 2-cent choices of bug spray are all great for outdoor enthusiasts like geocachers. At Max Suds Body, we have you covered from head to toe. Find them at maxsudsbody.com. That's MACSUDSBODY.com.
And by Practical Geocaching. Practical Geocaching sells utility items for geocaching. All items are made in the USA. We always provide free shipping. Find them at practicalgeocaching.com. That's PRACTICAL geocaching.com.
And by Art and Crafted. Art and Crafted creates unique geocaching themed tees and custom designs for you or your geocaching group, with adult sizes range from small to 5XL. If you have an idea for a shirt design and cannot find it, then you've gone to the right place. Give them the opportunity to show you just how they can enhance your geocaching experience with your own custom design. Visit them today at artandcrafted.com. That's ARTEDCRAFTED.com.
And by pattags.com for all your swag and pattag needs. Visit our website to get creative help, to trade or log tags, or to purchase your own personalized pattags. With over 50,000 tags to collect, pattags.com is everything you need to start your pattag obsession. Visit them at pattags.com. That's PATHTAGS.com.
And by GeoGo.
A little late on the
Yeah. I was right on, Chad. I was right on.
You
Scott's
caught
always
me.
late.
You caught me off guard. Sorry. And by GeoGo. Go caching with GeoGo. Geocaching app for Android that includes a wearable player, trackable scanner, companion watch app, and county finds database. If you're an avid geocacher, GeoGo helps with powerful features like nearby cache notifications, optimized routes, offline mode, bulk TB logging, and much more. Learn more by visiting them at geo-go.com. That's GEOH-go.com.
And finally, by Cashcraft. Cashcraft creates handmade devious geocaches, including their popular devious branch geocache made of a genuine tree branch. They also create path tag and geocoin displays, right in the rain log sheets, geocaching stickers, swag to stock your geocache, and much more. Cashcraft has the geocaching products that if you want to enjoy your geocaching to the fullest, visit them. Cashcraftnj.com. That's CACHECRAFTNJ.com. Now, Scott, before we move on, I'm gonna message Practical Geocaching. That's the smallest. And you read it out all the time. That's the smallest one we've got. I want a bit more of a larger for Practical Geocaching. I want them larger, and also I want them a little bit more like tongue twisterish as well, like Trail Tales, for instance. Well, see, even Chad agrees. So,
What?
Yeah.
Why can't you just let our sponsor be and let them say whatever they want to say? They're like, make it longer. Make it more
longer. Make it more difficult for Scott to read. Exactly.
It's too easy. And as always, Chad, thank you, Craig. And as always, Chad, you can find our links to our sponsors on our website or
in our show notes.
In our show notes. That's right, guys. Hey, speaking of, before we get to our show, the 2025 ET Turkey Trot, guys. The Turkey Trot. Chad, 50. We've hit 50.
50. That's 13 cars worth. 13 cars worth.
And what's that? We're 1/6 away of there being a mega event.
We're gonna get mega. We're gonna go mega status.
300 is a mega status.
We're gonna go mega. We're at 50, guys. We are ridiculously at 50 people. But you know what? There's always room for more. I want more.
Always.
I want more.
More.
Guys, if you obviously there's no commitment at this time, but once again, if you are interested, it is Thanksgiving Day weekend 2025 in November. Starting Thursday, going to Saturday. So basically Wednesday and Sunday are travel days. So basically it's only one PTO day. One PTO day. That's it.
For those that work.
For those that work. It's one PTO day. And you're getting 4,000 caches for one PTO day. Skippy says, where are we all going to stay? I don't know. We're figuring that out.
That's going to be the fun part.
That's going to be the fun part.
I've got probably room in my van for 3, including me. So 2 extras, just saying. And yeah, Scott, actually, if you were in the van, it'd be room for 4. Just saying. Oh, hey now.
Oh, hey now, hey now.
There you go.
So guys, if you no commitment, but if you are interested in any way to showing up to this thing, shoot us an email, thegeocachingpodcast@gmail.com, and just give me your caching name and say, hey, add me to the list. So when we start planning this thing, which we will start planning it relatively probably in the next quarter, I would say you will be in the discussions, and you will be privy to what's going on. If you want to join us, and you should want to join us because it's going to be an amazing time. It's literally turning into an event now with this many people. It's going to be an event you don't want to miss.
And not only that, Scott, you think about it, you only have to find a handful of caches. So you find if these sort of numbers we're talking finding 300 caches and logging 3,000.
4,000.
4,000. Well, then 400 caches and logging.
My goal is to find my goal is to find
300 something because it's 13 cars. So
yeah.
I want 100. I want to find 100. Done. That's my goal.
So you find 100 and log 4,000. That's your goal.
That's my goal.
Fair enough.
Have the people at the what's that Facebook group where they rip everybody apart for cheating? I can't remember the name of them.
People rip you apart as it is anyway, Scott. Let's be honest. Over the years, you've said so many things online and on air.
Caring so long ago.
Exactly.
I have to stop caring. Anyway,
these and stop caring.
Exactly.
But you know what, guys? I love you all, and I mean that sincerely.
Exactly.
I love you.
And Scott, I haven't stopped caring, and I haven't stopped caring either in regards to the Facebook page of the Geocaching Podcast Facebook page, because the photo of the month, Scott, for February is very, very low. Apart from yours, which
mine's up there.
Yours is there, but I'm not going to include it because you can't. See.
Why?
There's one entry.
No,
Guys,
there's two.
Oh, there's 2 now. Oh, sorry, I did the show notes like 2 days ago. Go to the GCPC Facebook page. It is a pinned post, which means it's up the top as well. Go to the GCPC Facebook page, pinned post, have a look. If you've got your photo, put it up there ASAP, and then you can vote for your favorite one too. So for the photo of the month, prizes.
Scott, I'm going to win the prize right now, I think.
No, you're not. I'll make sure of it. Anyway, the prize for last month went out as well, and Dave from Smile Makers in I was going to say West Virginia then because it's the show, over in Wyoming as well. He got his prize, Scott. He loves his prize. He got two devious caches as well from cashcraftnj.com, and loves both of them too. So well done to Dave. Yeah.
All right, we do have one email as well.
I got mail
from Romy, Spatula 6. Romy out of Canada says, if you're looking for another nudie cache to put on your list, check out GC4508E, Orient Beach South on the island of St. Martin. What doesn't St. Martin have like a nudie beach? It's like a nudie beach, right? Isn't it? I was close by this past November, but due to us being on an excursion, we didn't have enough time to brave the cache. We did have time to get one cache at the entrance to the beach. And to my delight, there was a logwork preform and logbook. Oh, nice. This cache was hidden behind the sign, and the person at the gate, spoiler, and the person at the gate was aware of it. That was GC18, N as in Nancy, T as in Tom, M as in Michael. And it's called Cheeseburger in Paradise. So Romy didn't get naked, basically. Romy didn't get naked.
Oh.
What are you going to do?
Great song.
What? Romy's naked?
No, Cheeseburger in Paradise.
Oh, yeah.
What was it, a song? Oh, I didn't know it was a song.
Yeah, it's a Jimmy Buffett.
Think about a nudie cache and the word cheeseburger in the same sentence. My mind goes other ways. But anyway, hey now. I even got my own buttons. Just saying.
How dare you?
All right, guys, that's all we got. We're on to the show, guys. We are welcoming from Geowoodstock himself. We are bringing in Troop Is. Hey, what's up, buddy? Mark, Troop Is.
Good evening, guys.
Name out of West Virginia. How are you, buddy?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming on the show. We appreciate you. So first off, guys, if you have a question for Mark, by the way, your Troop Is, give us a call, 808-468-7924. You can talk to him directly, 808-GOT-SWAG, or just put it in the chat and we'll ask him ourselves, but it's more fun when you ask him. Anyway, so to you, sir, Mark, Giga.
Giga.
Were you hoping for that, or was it an oh my god moment, or a holy S moment?
A little bit of all three. So Geowoodstock's an interesting beast. It's the premier mega event here in North America. It's typically pulls the largest numbers. It fluctuates every year due to the nature of how it moves around. But by and large, it gets some big numbers. And it's a really big honor and prestige to host this event. And with a few exceptions, people have only hosted it once. There's a handful of teams that have had the opportunity to host it twice, but if anyone knows me or knows my caches, they know I don't do anything small. So if you only get one shot to bring people to your hometown and showcase the best experience possible, why not go big? So I have a background in marketing and social media and all of those fun things. So we knew the strategy going into it, and we just have an awesome team with a ton of great ambassadors. Craig's one of them, who helps spread the word and just brings so much excitement and so much joy. It's been 7 years since the last time the geocaching community has got to enjoy a Giga event here in the States. So, it's definitely an honor, but more than anything, it's a privilege and to bring people here and, give them that opportunity for that rare icon that most people probably don't have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, agreed. I've been to West Virginia. It's a beautiful state. Absolutely beautiful state. Very hilly. Very, very hilly.
Well,
they call us the Mountain State for a reason.
and apparently, Scott, as well, when you invest in West Virginia, you're the closest to God.
Yeah,
you with the actual hills as well, or mountains, I should say. You're the closest to God. Exactly.
I've never been nauseous in a car, only in West Virginia. It's the only time. Because you gotta it's just serpentining up the mountain.
It's almost like there's a song.
Oh God. Oh, so nauseous. So this is amazing. So you get Giga. Okay. Second time it's been in the States. Second time, and it's both times it's been Geowoodstock.
Yeah, so 2 Gigas in America, both Geowoodstocks. Third in North America, all 3 Geowoodstocks, and 13th Giga event internationally.
Okay, just out of curiosity, and I'm putting you on the spot here. If it didn't go Giga, would you have been pissed?
No. Honestly, no. Because
Did you expect it?
Oh, I had no doubt. I knew it wasn't going. There was no doubt in my mind that we had the strategy, the team, and the the groundwork to make this happen. Really, the biggest question was not if, but it was when.
Mm-hmm.
So our original projection date was March 1st. And we hit it on January 30th. So we hit it about a month before. And that's just a testament to the great work that all of our ambassadors are doing and the rallying of the community.
I mean, I can't imagine.
I definitely got I don't want to say accosted by a couple of the different ambassadors, but at Megas, coming up to me is like, have you logged your will attend to go to Geowoodstock? And then it's like, yes, I have. I was like, show me on your phone and I'll give you something. It's like, okay. Yeah, I literally showed someone at Going Caching. I don't recall who it was, but someone at Going Caching, I showed them at the Going Caching that I had logged my will attend. And it's like, I forget what they gave me. I think it was a sticker.
Chad, I told you before, all you have to do is talk to me, mate. I'm an ambassador, a fellow ambassador as well. We've got these little coins to give out, these little woody coins to give out as well. Yeah, there you go, the woody coins itself as well. But okay. I will say on behalf, and this is to Mark and the team. This is Mark and the team. This is ready for this, Scott. This is actually a genuine comment now. On behalf of all ambassadors throughout not just the US, but also the world, because we are worldwide, we would like to officially thank Mark and the team as well for Geowoodstock of this year, for all their support for us and for their confidence in us. What a lot of people don't know is what goes in behind the scenes, and Mark and his team have included us in a monthly meeting purely for the ambassadors to tell us what's coming up, what we can do, what other things we can do to host events, etc. as well. I know Great Caches, who's part of the team as well. Great shout out, lovely couple, Danny and Danny, and they do everything they can to help the ambassadors and help all the side events that we've had as well to sort of promote the Geowoodstock and also the brand of Geowoodstock as well. So again, just thank you, big shout out, and thank you, Mark and the team, for all you've done for the geocaching community, but particularly the ambassadors. On behalf of the ambassadors, thank you, mate. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you for putting up with my crazy ideas. I know, it was a lofty goal. And whenever we started this endeavor, there was a lot of doubts. People said there's no way another Giga is going to happen, especially not in the rural, small state of West Virginia. And I said, no, take a look at what our team is about to do. Because it's pretty amazing stuff. And, I take no credit for this Giga status. That is purely the work of the people in our team and the ambassadors of helping spread the word. So I feel like it's a big responsibility now for everyone here in Morgantown to execute and follow through on this promise that 3,000 people are going to have a great time.
Yeah.
But just like I had no doubt that we were going to reach this prestigious milestone, I have no doubt that we're going to have a great time in Morgantown in May.
Well, just quickly as well. Sorry, Scott, I'm going to jump in. And that is, speaking of Morgantown, what is the geocaching scene like in Morgantown, in your hometown? What can one expect by just coming there and geocaching the area before the event itself?
Absolutely. So West Virginia is such a special place. I grew up in West Virginia. I've lived here my whole life. And I'm so excited for people to come here and finally give it the respect that it deserves. We've heard too often that West Virginia is a pass-through state. People, due to the shape of it, we have two panhandles, which is one of only two states that have this, the other one being Texas. People pass through Wheeling, they pass through Martinsburg, and they say that they've been to West Virginia. You haven't been to West Virginia yet. Come here, spend a week. We have phenomenal caching, such as the Cache Across America in Cooper's Rock State Park and the Cache Odyssey at Camp Muffley Park, which are both within 20 minutes or so of Geowoodstock. We have the West Virginia State Star, which is a 50-piece geo art that is considered one of the hardest state stars in the country. It's going to take about 3 full days to complete. And it has hill climbs, tree climbs, pipe crawls, all that fun stuff. We have 100 challenges, including a 50 challenge trail. We have 600 Adventure Lab arts, which last time I checked was the largest Adventure Lab art in the country. I don't know what we're up to in Texas around the Texas Challenge one. They might have shelled us out at this point, but still, and all of those Adventure Labs aren't just, scroll through as quickly as possible and it's like every answer is A. Buckeye Cacher Carson on our team spent hours and hours researching some of the coolest trivia, the facts, the history, the heritage of this region. And it's really like a virtual tour of the entire state without ever leaving Morgantown. So whether you want to do the extreme caches, the highlight like gadget caches, milestone caches, or you just want to come farm some numbers, like we have it all. And what we keep telling people is that one weekend is not going to be enough. There's several thousand caches here in north central West Virginia alone, let alone Pittsburgh or going down south to like the New River Gorge, the Greenbrier, or south of Charleston to get the state oldest.
Yeah, that's Chad. By the way, Chad, we're in. We're in.
You're in. Okay, got an ATV rental in place, so ready to go.
We're going.
Yeah, that cache is awesome on the Hatfield McCoy trails. It's going to be such a blast. It's going to be a little bit of a shock for people that think it's a easy, drive up and park and grab. It'll take about 6 or 7 hours to grab, but totally worth it.
You won't take us with an ATV. So
6 or 7 hours with an ATV?
No.
Mm-hmm.
No,
we can get within 100 feet with an ATV.
Oh yeah, you can get within 100 feet, but it's going to take you a long time to weave in and out of those trails.
Yeah.
The Hatfield McCoy trail system is one of the most expansive off-road ATV trail systems in the world. So the switchbacks are crazy, and you have to get over these mountains, and there's only one way.
Yeah,
is that there and back 6 hours, or it's 6 hours like
it's 6 hours round trip? Yeah,
round trip. Oh, God. 6 hours. Wait, so 3 hours to go 6 miles?
Oh no. It's like 20-mile ATV ride.
Oh, I thought it was a 6 mile ATV.
Yeah, Scott. As the crow flies, it's 6 miles. But remember the switchbacks all the way through. You said before off air how you went through West Virginia and you kind of got sick a little bit in regards to the car. Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be fun.
We'll put out all the information that you're going to need ahead of time. We're trying to partner with an ATV rental company as well to try to funnel some people, maybe get some discounts. But we'll have trail maps of how to get there and exactly what to expect. Our team just went and did it this past summer, and we have a lot of notes. You wouldn't think an ATV would be as loud and noisy as it is, but after being rolled around on that thing for 6 hours, you're going to want some earplugs. So,
Good to know. Good to know. All right, Chad, pay attention.
I'm paying attention.
Chad, you know what it is? Scott's just thinking now, like he's paid full freight for these ATVs, when if he had waited, he may have got a discount. That's what Scott's thinking.
Well, so is Chad. He's working. Chad will work his magic. Wow, yeah, that's crazy. So curiosity. So there is a bunch of adventure labs just north of Morgantown. Is that the 600 you're talking about, or are we talking a new 600? You're talking about
So the 600 that are live, they went live in October. That's the Adventures in Appalachia series.
Yeah,
and that's what highlights the culture, the heritage, and the history of the region.
Those are like they're in a
rest stop. They're in the West Virginia Welcome Center.
They're all right there, right? They're all in a rest stop.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I figured. Yeah.
So hitting, can I hit that one? But also going, when we go over and do the West Virginia Tims, we're gonna go over into Maryland, hit the one with like about 100 at that rest stop, and then there's another one in the southern end of West Virginia with a bunch that time depending after getting the oldest, probably go over there and grab that as well.
Oh God, how are we gonna have the time for that? It's a 4-hour drive to it.
That's insane.
We'll talk after this.
Oh, we may be out. All right, so let's talk about the Giga. Let's talk GIGAstock. So it starts. Is it a full week? Are we going full week? Like
Kinda. So events, the actual programming starts on Thursday, the 22nd, Thursday, May 22nd. And it goes all the way till Sunday, May 25th. So 4 days with the expectation that we want you to travel and have time to explore the area the way you want to. So we know West Virginia Tim's caches over in the Eastern Panhandle are going to be a huge draw. That's about 2.5 hours away from Morgantown. So, and you're going to want to spend a day there at least. So if that's something that you definitely want to do, we want to make sure you have time to do that. So whether it's before or after, there's definitely a lot of flexibility there. We also have the New River Gorge National Park, which is the newest national park in the country. That's about 2 hours south. And that's going to be another definite highlight that you're going to want to check out, especially if you're traveling from the south north.
What is it? Which one was it? I'm sorry.
New River Gorge National Park.
I've been there. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's awesome.
Yes, I agree. Been there. I've been to Bridge Day. I've actually attended a Bridge Day.
That's awesome. That's very cool.
I've been to a Bridge Day, which is a treat for anybody who's never been there. It's in October, if I remember correctly. Where it's for everybody who doesn't know, just this one bridge. What's the bridge called? I can't remember the name of the bridge.
It's the New River Gorge Bridge.
Okay,
it's the second highest steel arch bridge
in
the world.
Huge bridge, guys. Okay, and people used to jump off it all the time. It's super illegal to do that.
Yeah,
people used to jump off it all the time, bungee jump and stuff like that. And so finally, West Virginia's like, you know what? F this. They literally created one day where they shut the bridge down. They shut down the two roads going to it, and they allowed people to jump off the bridge. And so it's become this huge thing. It's called Bridge Day. It's in October, and a ton of people go, like me. I'm not jumping off the damn bridge, and like they just go and watch people do insane stuff, like jump off the bridge, and they got boats in the water to pick them up and stuff like that. It's amazing. It's an amazing thing that they do once a year. which I love. That's such a great idea to do, just to prevent people from jumping off the bridge all the time. So yeah, Bridge Day. It's a really super cool. Yeah, if you've never seen it, it's actually really super cool and a beautiful park too. It is. I've been to that as well.
Absolutely. There's a lot of like virtuals and ad labs and
I've
stuff.
cashed in that park as well. Yes, I have. Yeah.
Scott,
Love
just
it.
before the show as well, we were talking to Mark in regards to like other predominant caches, like the Cache Across America cache is very close to Morgantown, the Cache
Yes.
Odyssey, and
Yes.
both. I learned something new before the show, and that is Mark Tropbiz. He is the owner of the Cache Across America. He is the owner of the Cache Odyssey as well. Both of them. He's got them both. I've only done the one. I've done the Cache Across America. I'm telling you now, it's one of my favorites so far.
Really?
I've done 28. So far, that's one of my favorite. It's up there because of the walk, Scott. This walk is sensational.
Really?
And then
better than the Florida Walk. Florida Walk is pretty sensational.
Better than the Florida Walk for me.
Really?
Better than the Florida Walk
fair
for
enough,
me.
fair enough.
Yeah, better than Florida because you walk past the cache itself. The cache, and don't get me started on the size of this ammo can cache. Just saying, you think something like the ape cache is quite big. It's almost up to the ape cache size. But you walk past the cache to do the earth cache next to it, and you come out to this open gorge area. It is stunning, absolutely stunning. And now there is no handrails for anyone. You can jump, you can like leapfrog your way across all these stepping stones around for the earth cache itself at your own risk. I'll just say that. No, you're not allowed to sue if you fall. Just saying. So,
Right.
But it is stunning. It is beautiful, and of course, I've got a video on my my page.
Spoiler alert.
Awesome.
Crazy guy. Wow. No, I will get it. Trust me. I will get the Cache Across America.
Oh, yeah.
when I'm out there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's on my list. So is Cache Odyssey.
Mm-hmm.
That's on my list as well. And so is the oldest. And so is the 600 or so Adventure Labs. Is there going to be just out of curiosity? Are there going to be Adventure Labs at the Mega, or are you just like, oh my god? And they're going to be there.
Yeah, so we have there's going to be 30 Adventure Labs at Milan Park. I saw Brian's in the chat here. His team from like Pittsburgh area is helping put that together. It's the same team that puts together the lab caches at Midwest Geobash. So if you've enjoyed any of those, it's going to be awesome.
I've got to stop you, Mark. Sorry, just quickly interrupt you. You said 30. Are you talking about 35 stages or like no? So 30 total. No.
Yeah,
he's talking
30
about
total at Milan Park.
Total at Milan Park.
Okay,
so
30. Okay.
Six. So six.
Six Adventure Labs.
Yeah, 6 sets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Oh, you had Scott's heart pumping. You had Scott's heart pumping through the roof.
It's like, whoa. That's like Midwest Geobash numbers right there is what that is. That's like they have that many. That's
Scott,
great.
there will be one more as well. If you come and listen to a real podcast episode being Treasures of Our Town live on stage, you get another 5-stager as well for 1 hour on stage.
You're saying this isn't a real podcast?
Well, I'm just saying another. And I said another real podcast. I didn't say the only. I said
you.
another. I said another, Scott. I said another.
Okay. Sorry, we don't have you on a real podcast.
I said another. I said another.
Okay. Yeah. Walk it back. Walk it back, Greg. All right. So back to Mark. Mark. So you're going to have Adventure Labs in the park. Okay. We have a question in the chat room, by the way. Someone says, how many new caches will publish in the area before the event? It looks like now there are tons of mysteries that I can't solve. So.
Sure. So existing caches, there's already about 1,000 in the county itself, and then in North Central West Virginia and the surrounding areas. Like I said, we have 600 ad labs just north of the event. At Milan Park itself, there's currently mysteries there, but we're archiving those to place more accessible caches that don't require puzzles ahead of time, so everyone can enjoy those. We'll have the Country Roads Challenge, which is a 10-stop letterboxed hybrid tour where you can get a coin at the end. We'll have 25 caches on the Middle of Everywhere Geo Tour. We'll have a 21-piece Where I Go Geo Art, and not a reverse Where I Go Geo Art, like a legit real Where I Go that our team is coding. So a lot of cool opportunities that are happening within the programming of Geowoodstock. But our team is also working on filling the map as much as we can with caches. And we've definitely heard the feedback of we have a lot of puzzles. In my opinion, we don't have any hard puzzles, but that's probably because most of them are mine. But what
Grant
I will
would disagree with you vehemently.
but what I will say is that myself and all the other puzzle hiders in this area are very, very helpful. That if you need help, please send us a message. The only thing we ask is, one, let us know what you tried. We're more than happy to set you straight on anything that you're maybe you think this is the right way, but you're not sure, or if you're way off in left field, we're happy to tell you, but we need to know what you've tried first. And then two, don't message us after May 1st because we have so many messages as is now. Please get ahead, shoot us a message now if you need help, and I promise you, anyone in the area will be happy to help you.
Okay, so that being said, you said that you're going to be archiving a bunch of the puzzles. Is there a time frame that those are going to be archived? So for those of us like myself that's going to go out and solve a ton of these, I don't want to solve a ton of these and then all of them be archived.
Right. So all the caches that are being archived are currently temporarily disabled. So as long as it's not temporarily disabled, you're good to go.
Thank you.
Yep.
Well done. Well done.
One more question from the chat room. On Wednesday, May 21st, is it okay if someone hosts a meet and greet at the rest stop for the Adventure Labs?
So respectfully, it is not okay. There's a lot of rules that go into hosting a mega event. And one of those being that anyone outside of our core hosting team is unable to host an event within a week prior or a week after the mega or the giga, sorry. So the reason for this is that, everyone here helping to organize the side events are innately in tune with the area. So we have to account for everything like parking. If it's at a restaurant, is the wait staff going to be, able to support those sort of things? Is this going to be a burden on the area that specific area isn't going to be able to sustain? So if you have a event at that rest stop, like the rest stop is big, but it's not that big, so we can't allow other events to do that. We've all been at events in like a hotel parking lot where you just have like 100 people standing around the parking lot, and like the hotel starts to get a little sketch, and it's just really not a great look for the geocaching community. So we have a few like guide rails in place for those sort of things. So the reviewer would unfortunately decline that.
Plus, as well,
my understanding is there's a 25-mile radius around the mega/giga for hosting in events during the week of the event.
Yeah, I'm not sure the exact mileage. It might be increased for giga. I'm not 100% sure. West Virginia and Geowoodstock in particular toes an interesting line because the Pennsylvania border is only 10 miles north. So we're playing with two different reviewers, but they've both been great and very helpful in helping us put all this together. So whatever they say kind of goes. But
one of the reviewers reached out to me and told me 25 miles was
25?
They are working
listen,
with.
Scott, listen to Chad, one of my reviewer mates. Like he's really pulling the punches tonight. Good work, Chad. Good work. I will say as well, as I'm not a reviewer, but I know one of the guidelines in general of hosting an event is you can't host an event for the purpose of finding a cache either. So keep that in mind as a general rule for events. So that's all.
But you can cheat your way to that, which I've done.
Of course you can. As Scott's always done. You always find loopholes, Scott.
Loophole is my middle name.
Or just maybe loop. I'm just saying that. But anyway, too much banter, Scott. Keep it going.
Oh, no much banter. Sorry. Mark, are there any new features? What's new here? Are there any new features, activities, any surprises that are different than previous Geowoodstocks? Anything that we can expect? You're gonna dazzle us.
And before you answer as well, is there anything that you haven't actually announced yet that you'd like to announce on this show, the Geocaching Podcast?
So Geowoodstock is an interesting event, like I said before, because it moves around and it's a new hosting team every year.
Sure.
So just because you've attended a Geowoodstock before doesn't mean you've attended our Geowoodstock. So of course there's going to be traditions and things that you can come to expect. But just because this was the way that Geowoodstock did it in Cincinnati or in Warren or in Boonesboro, that everything's going to be a little bit different here, and we're trying to put out as much messaging and as much communications ahead of time so people know what to expect. So overall, we have 8 different side events, including the GPS Adventures Maze, and then the Giga makes it 10 total. So that's kind of the first thing that you get to enjoy that not every Mega Giga event has had. It's going to be the same maze that debuted in Flagstaff, Arizona. So if you were at Geowoodstock 20, you'll have the pleasure of doing that maze. It's brand new. It was the first time in Flagstaff. So we're excited to bring that back for a second year and give people on the East Coast the opportunity to explore it. We're having, of course, a CETO event, which is going to be really fun at the westernmost point that Mason and Dixon personally surveyed. They're on the border between West Virginia and Pennsylvania. And then we have the Meet the Mamas event, which is kind of a staple, like pancake breakfast on Sunday mornings. So those are kind of the traditions that are going to be mostly the same. Apart from the events, we have 4 unique activities that are core to the programming of the event. So the first one is going to be the Country Roads Challenge. That's going to be sponsored by the Visit Mountaineer Country CVB. And this tour, think about it very similar to a poker run or the challenges that like Going Caching has had in the past. So it's 10 letterbox hybrid caches placed throughout Mountaineer Country that highlights the businesses, parks, recreation, and history of the region. And really, like, our team has put together so much thought and energy and effort into making this a reality, because we want it to be a tour like we were personally giving you one around the area. We want to show you the spots that only the locals know about. So we're going to a cryptid theme mini golf course. We are going to several dessert and restaurant and eatery places. We're going to the local ballpark here, and really giving you an inside look about what it means to be a mountaineer and live life in Appalachia. So if you complete all 10 of those stages and collect a stamp on your passport, you can bring that back to Milan Park and get a trackable Geo coin. So that's going to be available starting on Thursday, but available all weekend. And if you don't even finish it during the weekend, you can swing by the CVB on your way out of town on Tuesday or Wednesday, and you can pick up your coin there. So that's going to be the first activity. The second one we've already touched on is the Adventures in Appalachia Geo Art. So 600 ad labs that highlight the history, the culture, the heritage of the region. The third one is going to be the Middle of Everywhere Geo Tour. So this is going to be an officially registered Geo Tour within Marion County, which is about a half hour south of where Geowoodstock is going to be held. And this tour, there's so much that I can say about it that we haven't really released quite yet. So I guess this is kind of an inside look for listeners of the Geocaching podcast. It's going to highlight the like murals, history, businesses, and recreational opportunities. And there's going to be 6 caches in each of those different areas. And you have to find 5 out of the 6 to be eligible for a coin. And the really cool thing about this Geo Tour is that we're bringing everyone to Marion County in the morning for the Breakfast with the Mamas event. You're exploring Marion County the whole day on Sunday, doing all the caches. And then you're coming back for the Farewell from the Fort, which is an 18th century reconstructed fort that people are going to be able to explore with live interpreters. And that's where you're going to be able to pick up your coin too there. So, very, very cram-packed day there. And then our last one is the 21-piece geo art that is featured around all the cryptids of Appalachia. So think about your Mothman, your Flatwoods Monster, and those words probably don't make any sense until you get here. But we promise we have a lot of cool lore and things that make this place unique. So we're excited to showcase all of those different opportunities. And I will say, if that sounds like a lot,
it's a lot,
because it is. We have a massive team working on this, but one of the expectations with an event of this size, we're pulling 5,000 people from all 50 states and 22 different countries to our home here in Appalachia. And we want to spread people out as much as possible. We want to give you so many different things to do that you physically cannot do them all in one weekend. So don't come into this weekend thinking that you're going to do everything, that you're going to attend every event, that you're going to find every cache, because that is just simply not the expectation. And this is done very strategically from our team to help alleviate some of the lines, some of the parking issues, some of the congestion in and out, because we've all been at events where you show up to the cache and there's 20 people standing around it. So hopefully spreading people out will help alleviate some of the congestion and give you a little bit more of that intimate experience that we all kind of crave when we go geocaching on our own.
I will say I did the maze, obviously with the Geowoodstock last year as well. Scott and Chad, I'm telling you now, you've got it. If you haven't done this maze in Geowoodstock, you need to do this maze. And wait for this, you have to go all the way through the maze and have a look at the actual last page, because you'll see My Shell is on that last page. You'll see Treasures of Our Town on that page. You'll see the Geocaching Down Under podcast, which I'm still proudly part of the team in regards to that. I feature 3 times in this maze that he's talking about. I love it.
Why?
I love it. I don't know. It's just I'm amazing, Scott. I'm amazing. But okay, we'll get back to it now as well. Chad, you said before the show started tonight, you had a question for Mark as well, and I said to you specifically, ask that question on the show, because there's more than you asking the same question. And what was that question?
The question was about the registering for the swag bag, and because I know that it was closed out on January 31st, and I was asking, what can those of us who who were too stupid, or I'm too stupid to have done it on time, what can we do?
Sure. So as with anything, this event is, completely volunteer run, volunteer led. No one on our team is getting any payment for any of this. We're all dedicating our own time. So with that, this event is expensive to host. Without getting into the numbers, they're big. They're really, really big. And no one tells you how big those numbers actually are until you get a bill. So swag sales is the primary way all of this is funded. So it's through support by the geocaching community. But what that also means is that we need to order, thousands and thousands of coins, thousands of pack tags. I just paid the invoice for pack tags, and it's like 12,000 pack tags that we are minting for this event. Like, these numbers are huge. So that takes a lot of time to get produced, not only to ship here and arrive here, but then our team needs to go through and sort the 3,000 orders that we already have. So it's an easy pickup process in Morgantown. So you can just come in, grab your bag, and go. So unfortunately, we did have to put a cap on the pre-registration, which is going to be your bundles of your coins and your shirts and everything all together and ready to go. But we still have a ton of coins and path tags and shirts and meal tickets still available in our shop. So even if you missed the deadline to get the bundle of all of it, you can still go in and kind of pick and choose of what you want. But I will say that all of these items are in extremely limited quantities, especially the shirt sizes. So if you have a shirt size that you find isn't usually in stock, please go onto our website and order that as quickly as possible, because everything's in limited stock, and once it's gone, it is gone. There's no guarantee that any of this product will be available to purchase at the event. And if you order it now, we'll have it ready to go. So all you have to do is give us your name, and you can pick it up in Morgantown. If you've already purchased something previously, you can go in and buy something else, and we'll just package it all together as long as you use the same first and last name. So we just came out with a limited edition Giga coin.
Yes.
It's really, really cool. It's actually 2 coins that are layered on top of each other. So the back coin spins around to showcase all the unique icons that you can have the opportunity to get during that weekend, including the GPS Adventure Maze. So like I said, there's only 13 Giga events ever. So there's a max number of 13 coins that feature a Giga icon. And then however many coins feature the maze icon, it's less than probably 50 or so. So these are 2 really rare icons that are minted on this very limited edition coin. So if you want to go in and grab that, it's not included in any of the pre-registration packages, so you have to buy that separately. But if you haven't done that yet, definitely go in. I don't know where our numbers are at exactly, but we only have a few hundred left. So
really,
I don't think those are going to make it.
I ordered mine.
I've ordered mine.
I've ordered mine. That was my question to Mark offline. Is saying, hey, I ordered a package and then I ordered the coin because the coin was separate, and he said, don't worry about it. So my question to you, Mark, is can someone not going to the event order the Giga coin and have it shipped to them, or do they have to pick it up at the event?
So unfortunately, we don't have the bandwidth, the time, or the money to ship out anything from our store at the moment. But if you have a friend that's going to Geowoodstock, I mean, there's
Who doesn't?
5,000 people
Everyone's
going. So
Everyone's
you should
going.
know someone.
Everyone's going.
You're more than welcome to designate someone to pick up swag for you, or even better yet, ask them to buy one under their name and then just Venmo them the cost of whatever they want.
Yeah.
So it's all included in their stuff, and they don't have to do any hassle with getting the designee or picking up multiple orders. So
It's a nice coin. You suckered me into the coin, and I'm not a coin guy. You suckered.
it's very, very
It was a
cool.
great email. Well done on that. Well done on that marketing email. Well done. You
I
suckered
will
me.
say though, if you're not going, then maybe not purchase the coin itself for the Giga, only because look, Mark's missing out on money here, but if there's limited stocks, but if there's
Mark's like,
these limited stocks,
Shut up,
yeah,
Craig.
I know he's telling me to shut up, but I'm being honest here. If there's limited stocks, leave the stocks for those people to attend to purchase the coin for themselves as a memory of the Giga event that they attended. That's what I'll say. I'm
For the
being
record,
honest.
I disagree with Craig completely, and I say if you want.
Yeah, because you're money hungry. You just love the coin. You just love the
Me,
cash.
what? No, I'm saying if someone wants the coin, let them buy the coin. If someone's gonna wait too long to get the coin, they're SOL. I mean,
Yeah, but I will say, okay, this leads me then to the next question for Mark, and that is, what will you have available on the day itself?
So it's kind of hard to tell at this point because it's whatever we don't sell before May 1. So if you want to get extra coins or shirts or anything like that, like order it before the event, before May 1st. Anything else we'll have available. So the main things are going to be the main event coin, which is going to be the one with signal that zip lines up and down. It's very cool.
Yeah.
We'll have shirts in whatever sizes are left. We might have a few meal tickets left, which is going to be served on Saturday. West Virginia hot dogs and pepperoni rolls. So very, authentically Appalachian lunch. We're excited to bring a taste of local flavor to the caching community there. The Giga coin, I'm gonna bet that it's not gonna have any stock left, but I might be surprised.
gorgeous coin. It's gone. It'll be gone.
Yeah, it'll be gone. It'll be gone.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
And that's why I say don't snavel it up if you're not going to go. So it leaves it available for those who are going.
I will say too, to
Don't
that
listen to me,
point,
guys. Don't
and
listen to me.
this is probably something that I shouldn't say, but
Like that.
is that what we're noticing is people are buying two with the
Oh.
intentions to sell one after the event.
Oh, I'm gonna go buy 100.
Oh no.
Yeah,
No, that's wrong.
they're very limited stock, and they're only $28 in the store now. That's tax and everything included. So if you want one and you don't want to pay an arm and a leg, this is your opportunity. But that's my opinion.
Okay, I'll start here right away. Scott's already for this idea. He's already ready. He's probably even bought 2 or 3 himself
I
because
bought
that's
one, and Mark,
that's the
Mark
way
can
Scott
agree, I
rolls.
bought one.
If this is coming from an Australian now and an honest Australian, if you do this,
You're not the convicts. What are you doing?
if you buy 2 for the purpose of selling one for a profit, then you're a bum. I'll say that you're a bum. Because you're not only getting rid of the stock that could be available for those who are attending and who didn't pre-purchase it and wanted to purchase it on the day. So you're getting rid of that stock, number one. Number two, you're profiting from someone else's hard work, like Mark and the team. So yeah, Scott,
supply and demand.
Scott, if you purchase more, if you purchase more to make money off the second one or third one, you're a bum. That's my saying. And I'm telling you now, look, even Scorpio Red agrees with Craig.
Scorpio Red, really? He's agreeing with you. That should tell you right there.
San Marcos agrees with me. Brent Sawyer agrees. They're all agreeing with me, Scott. Why? Because I am the honest Australian in this room.
Mark, I'm on your side.
Scott from buying anything else from
Mark, I'm on your side. Marcus wants them sold. He doesn't care how they're sold. He just wants them sold.
So I don't want any left over after this.
That's right. Mark wants them all sold. Doesn't care how he gets them sold.
All right, I've got a question here. So I was reading up on the County Roads Challenge. I know that you're gonna have a what do you call those passports for it, and that those who have registered for the event are locked in with to be able to get the coin. What about those of us who didn't register in time?
Yeah, so if you've registered, you're going to have a passport included in your registration. And what this means is that you can kind of leisurely complete the tour however you want throughout the weekend. Once you return back to Milan Park with all of 10 stages completed, you'll have a coin pretty much with your name on it reserved. We did order a good bit of extra coins, but those will be available at first come, first serve. So if you want to participate in the Country Roads Challenge and you didn't pre-register, you can still, please find all the caches, collect all the stamps, come back to Milan Park. I think it's somewhere in the ballpark of 500 extra coins. If you're within one of those first 500 extra people to complete the challenge, bring your passport back, we'll give you a coin. So if that is what your goal is, I would highly recommend trying to complete the whole challenge on Thursday or very early Friday.
Okay. So with that, they will have extra passports available for those who didn't register. Okay.
Yes. So passports will be handed out at the Country Roads Challenge kickoff event on Thursday morning from 8 to noon at Cooper's Rock State Park. And we're exploring the possibility of putting the passport online as well, so you can print it off beforehand. We're still working out the logistics of that because currently the passport has all the coordinates of where all the caches are, so we don't want to let those out of the bag too early. Right. So it might be a very limited passport that's available online ahead of time too.
Okay.
All of this information will be all packaged really neatly on the website in April. That's really all the finalized details of everything is going to go live in April too. So all these questions are great, and we're definitely taking all that feedback into consideration so we can list out all of this information and have it in one place for everyone to enjoy in April.
Let's talk about Morgantown real quick. I've driven through it, never stopped there. I've driven through it. Is it equipped? And I mean this sincerely. You say 5,000 people. I ordered my hotel way back in October, I got a hotel right by Woodstock.
Perfect.
But my fear is somebody who is deciding today they're going to go. Is there anything left? What's left out there? Is the town equipped to handle 5,000 people for a week in Morgantown?
Sure. So a tenet of Geowoodstock is to bring people to smaller communities that have great caching. So last year we were in Flagstaff, Arizona. We've been to Owensboro, Cincinnati, Bell Buckle, Nashville, Carnation, Washington. So all these towns that aren't necessarily vacation destinations. So every year that is a concern. But what I will say about Morgantown is that this is the home of West Virginia University. This is the flagship institution of the state. So on game days in the fall, Morgantown doubles in population. We get up to 60,000 people attend WVU home football games. So 60,000 people on a Saturday is nothing. So 5,000 people. We shouldn't have a problem. But on our website, we have a list of hotel partners. We've partnered with, I believe we're up to 18 or so different hotels in the area that are all offering discounts specifically to our geocaching audience. And I just got 2 emails today of new hotels that want to join in. So if you haven't booked your hotel yet, please go to the website, scroll through the list of hotels. We have every main chain. So whatever loyalty or rewards points you have, or whatever hotel you want to stay with, it's probably going to be included on this list. But you're absolutely right. As we get closer to this event, these hotels are getting booked, and you're going to have to start getting farther and farther away from Geowoodstock. One of the big pain points that we have currently is the camping. So we only have a handful of camping opportunities left, one of which is actually at a side event location. So we reserved the local scouting camp in our area to host an event, but also they're opening up for primitive camping too, just because we don't have a ton of camping opportunities here, and our geocaching audience loves to camp. So if you haven't booked your camping yet, you're probably going to be a little bit pressed to find opportunities there. But in terms of hotel, you shouldn't have a problem. There's enough options available.
Okay, good. My next question was camping. There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And Scott as well, they said, Jim Stark said, they can always stay in a van down by the river. Hey, Don't knock that until you try it. Just saying.
It's a man who's living in a van down by there. He legit is.
Yeah, and it's not a bad life. Just saying it, not a bad life. And before we move on, Scott, the whole chat room came alive with me, with agreements with me in regards to the whole coin issue as well. So there you go. You're welcome. Yes, I'm a people person. I'm a person of the people, Scott.
Okay. No, I'm not even gonna argue this with you. Not even gonna argue this with you. Okay, you have your little moment.
Warn all the local cashers in Morgantown if they have any bison tubes underneath lamp skirts to swap them out now for pill bottles or film canisters, because Scott will take every single one.
Oh, Chad, I love you so much, mate. Jeez, it is all on you tonight, Scott. All on you.
Chad doesn't talk.
Hey now. This
is why. Mark, we appreciate you coming on the show tonight.
Yeah,
it's been absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We're all going. If anyone's not going, shame on you. It's Geowoodstock, and it's
I think this will make my 8th Geowoodstock.
Oh, now he's bragging.
They've all been unique. So I was coming back to what Mark was saying. That basically, it travels around, and they're all fairly unique in their own way. So they've all been great, and they've all been unique. So that's my experience.
Yes, this will be my second Geowoodstock.
Oh, really? My third?
No, my third. Excuse me, third.
Third.
Your second giga.
Second giga. I'll have 2. I'll have number 2. And I think my fifth without checking. I think my maze. I think I've done 4 mazes.
So this will be my 5th. I would go diamond status on GPS maze.
Oh, nice, nice.
I could be.
Yes, I've seen your name there. I've seen my friend Zombie's name on it. His is the very last one because it's a zombie.
Yeah, it is. Scott, I'll say this: I was with Joshua, the geocaching vlogger at the time, when we saw our names, and Josh was like, "Craig, why are you above me?" And then he realized it's in alphabetical order. So he was like, "Oh, it's in alphabetical order." I'm like, "No, it's in rankings of how many people like who." He was. Meanwhile, Scott apparently lost Ken in the chat room as well. He's saying that he's staying with you, and it's costing him 3 of the giga coins to stay with you.
He's staying with me. What, in my hotel? What does that mean?
Yeah. But he's saying it's costing him 3 of the giga coins that you can then on sell like a scalper that you are.
I'm not a scalper. This got way out of hand here. All I'm saying is, if someone from not going to it wants to get a coin, God bless, get a coin. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying scalp them. I'm saying if someone's not going but wants to, because the coin is super cool. Whoever's not seen the coin,
it is a really cool,
ridiculously cool.
Yeah,
and
it is.
It's so cool that I bought one. I'm not even a coin guy, and I bought one.
And for you to actually spill out some cash, then then it's good.
Yeah, that's
no, you don't. I mean, look at
admit I don't do that. No.
Look at the Bemarama we talked about the other day, where you asked for everything for free. So
what did I ask for free? What are you talking about?
The trackable beer bottle, the coin,
I'm gonna buy a shirt, please.
The Airbnb that you currently see behind me.
I'll pay for the Airbnb.
No, you won't. I'm not even asking you for it. Just your presence alone is presence enough. Just saying.
I got to get there first. Yeah, I got to get there first. Sorry, I'm checking right now really quickly. Where is the adventure? Oh, I'm only at 3 adventure mazes. Oh, so this would be my 4th. Okay. Sorry, I thought I was at 4. I only had 3. Okay. So looking forward to it. Hey, Troop is again. Sorry. Thank you for coming on the show. We appreciate you. I look forward. Maybe I'll see you while I'm there. If not, if I see you, I'll stop by and say hello. I'm sure you'll be super busy.
Yeah, I'll be running around. I'll be around all weekend. If you see me, come say hi. Give me a high five, maybe a hug. We'll see how the weekend goes.
All right. Listen to me. Don't leave. Stay right there. Okay. Do not leave. Whatever happens, don't leave until because I'm going to say we're ending the show. That's not cue for you to leave. You stay out because we have questions for you after. So stay there. Okay. Guys, this weekend, Chad's not going. Craig and I will be in Bamarama. If you see Craig and I will be together. If you see us, come up and say hello. We'll give you stickers. We'll give you pins. We'll give maybe even a path tag. So I have my path tag. I'm assuming you have a path tag. See my show? I
So,
even have.
I've got a new path tag coming as an ambassador path tag for
Doesn't help.
Geowoodstock.
Doesn't
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
So
You know.
I will have GCPC path tags. I will have Scott Burke's path tags. I will have GCPC pins. I will have GCPC stickers. So, guys, if you see Craig or myself, come up, say hello, shake our hands. If you can give Craig the finger, that's fine. I have no problem with that. So, and we will give you stuff. We'll give you stuff. It'll be fun.
You're not giving me swag to hand out?
You're not going to Bamarama. He's going all over the country.
you're
You're going to like one more
Bamarama.
thing.
Every single
he's going to
mega,
Brad.
every single block party.
I'm giving him like 200
I will be
pins
at
and
this
200
year.
stickers.
Okay.
Just saying.
Chad, you're going to one more. You're going to literally one more. Two. He's going to like 30.
Three this year. So,
Chad, if you'd like, I'll send you pins and stickers.
yeah. So some folks out here in California want some pins and path tags
Tell them
too.
to go to Giga. Tell them to go to GigaStock. I'll give them pins.
So I'm going to two HQ events. They're not megas. They're HQ events in California.
Okay. I'll send you pins and stickers. I will. I have amounts of things to do. When you go into that? When you go into that event? Tell me.
One of them's the one in LA is I want to say the first weekend of May.
Oh,
and
okay.
And then the Cash in the Bay is like the last weekend of July.
Oh, plenty of time. Okay, plenty of time. All right, so guys, again, if you see us at Bamarama, come up, say hello. We'll give you some swag if you're going to be there. Don't be afraid. We don't bite. And then next week's show, guys. Next week. Next week's show. Oh, this is gonna be such a good show. Guys, if there's gonna be a call-in show, this is the call-in show to call. All right, guys, this is the debate, and it's gonna be such a good one.
Yes.
Guys. Oh, this is gonna go over an hour. This is gonna be
well over an hour. Well over.
Guys, we're discussing, debating, and fighting, legit fighting over what is the best United States state, right? The United States,
the US state
to geocache in, and why? That
to geocache in. Remember, it is geocache, not just in general.
State to geocache in, and why? That is the debate.
I'm going to say straight away now, especially after this episode, that West Virginia is going to be on that list, Scott.
West Virginia.
Yeah.
I've cached West Virginia.
It's going to be on that list. I'm just saying.
The Continental.
I've cashed in the little panhandle of West Virginia.
I've cashed.
I'll cash in the eastern panhandle come this May.
Are we gonna have Chad do the tally up of in regards to finding out which one is actually? Are we gonna have an answer, Scott, at the end of the show?
I don't think there's gonna be. I don't know. It depends how many callers call in.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah.
And you got to say how many actually states have you cashed in as well at the same time as well to justify your response and your reasoning.
48.
I'm 48. I'm 48.
I cashed 48.
Oh, I think I'm only 32.
I think we're coming out swinging.
But everything's bigger in Texas, okay? Everything's bigger.
Sorry.
I love West Virginia, but everything's bigger in Texas.
Texas not even on my list.
Texas isn't on not on.
Oh, seriously?
Not on my list. No.
You're gonna crop on Necropolis of Britannia Manor. Necropolis of Britannia Manor 3.
That's an amazing cache. No, wait, that's an amazing cache. Okay, give it.
Just general.
Top 10, amazing.
General.
But I'm talking about as a state, as a whole.
As a state.
Yes. Yeah.
As a whole.
Oh, see, now Chad's thinking. He's you've got a point.
The variability in geography, I think, adds a lot to Texas that most people don't realize because they haven't cached all over Texas.
Scott,
I have a ton in Texas.
I will say, Scott, before you move on, and that is, this is going to be great for the show notes, and maybe, just maybe, Chad will actually fill up some show notes now before the actual show. Just saying. So,
All right. We are debating something that we can debate next week.
exactly. Next week.
Next, we'll fight about it next week, Chad. So if you
Okay.
guys, if you're ever going to call into a show, this is the next week's show is the one to call into to talk about it, because it's going to be a good debate, and I'm sure listeners will have their say.
Oh yeah.
What they think the best state
Yeah.
to geocache in. Really quickly, I'm going to bring Mark. Mark, you are unmuted. Mark, best state U.S. state to cache in. What do you think?
West Virginia, easy.
All right, that's the one. I'm muted.
Can't say anything else.
He's back muted. You're back muted, Mark. You're done. Not even on my list as well.
Sorry, Mark. He has the controls, not I. Just saying. But anyway.
All right, guys, that's next week's show. Everybody, thank you for calling. We didn't get a caller. Thank you for joining us tonight. We had a bunch of people in the chat. That's really well. So we appreciate you guys. We appreciate your questions, guys. We look forward to talking to you guys next week. As always, be safe, be good, hug your loved ones, and we'll talk to you guys next week. Let's close the show. Please join us again every Wednesday night at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central as we stream live on Facebook and YouTube. The archive video versions of our podcast are available on our website or on our YouTube channel, and the audio versions are available wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. If you like the show, please head on over to Apple Podcasts and rate, review, and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it, and it really helps the show when you do. If you prefer to watch the show, make sure you click the subscribe or get notified buttons to know exactly when we go live. And hey, if you haven't already, please consider becoming a patron of our show. With tiers starting as low as $5, you'll get a ton of additional information, extra audio, extra video, only available to our Patreon members. Please head on over to patreon.com today and subscribe. That's patreon.com/thegeocaching-podcast. Thanks once again to our sponsors, Cachly, Logwork, FTF Geocacher Magazine, the Maxsuds Body Company, Practical Geocaching, Arted Crafted, PathTags.com, Cachecraft, and GeoGo. Please visit our sponsors, and when you make a purchase, you tell them the GCPC sent you. That's all we got this week, so we'll see you next week talking geocaching, taking your phone calls. In the meantime, be good, be safe, hug your loved ones, and we will talk to you guys next week. And we're clear.
Where was Sith Kermit?
Oh, I forgot. He's over here. He's over there. Sorry, he's on my thing. All right. Everybody. I appreciate you guys. We'll talk to you next week. Everybody be well and be safe. Again, you see your Bamorama, you see us, come say hello. We got swag for you. Okay, guys. Talk to you. Mark, don't go anywhere. Guys, bye-bye.